Well, the Trump administration slapping some new sanctions on the radical Islamic terror group Hezbollah, and in the process taking aim at Iran, which would be its main backer. The sanctions target those who do business with Hezbollah terrorists in Africa and in the Middle East. It's a move that also aims to limit Iran's influence in the region. So let's talk about this some as we bring in Ambassador Dennis Ross, a former Special Middle East coordinator, Fox News foreign affairs analyst, and also author of the book called Doomed to Succeed, the U.S.-Israeli Relationship from Truman to Obama. Ambassador Ross, good to see you, sir. Thanks for some time on a Saturday. These sanctions, and in particular taking aim at the financial operations here, how significant?
Well, I think they can be significant, particularly if they're followed by others and if it sends an unmistakable message that anybody who represents or does business with Hezbollah is going to end up paying a price. The significance of this is that Hezbollah runs money laundering networks in South America and also in West Africa. It also engages in drug running and drug trade as another source of making money. And obviously Hezbollah is the most important of all the Shia militias that the Iranians use. You know, they have had thousands of people fighting in Syria. They've lost at least 2,000 dead. So the more one can affect their money basis, the more you can undercut their financial basis, the better it's going to be, not only in terms of affecting Hezbollah's means and its ability to cause trouble around the world, but also as an action arm, as it were, of the Iranians.
Now, could you explain a little bit about how, just from your own experience, how these things usually work? I mean, you think about it, you have a business, say, in Lebanon or Ghana or I think Liberia was mentioned, and they're acting as a front. Is that usually how it is, like kind of a false business, and we've found out about it and we're going after those people?
That's exactly what it is. These are, in a sense, what are portrayed as legitimate companies who use finances and basically operate through the international financial system. But basically, they're fronts for Hezbollah. They make money for Hezbollah. They move money for Hezbollah. This is how they launder money that may be coming from what could be the sale of drugs. So Hezbollah, which presents itself as a pious party, as the party of God, as as a Shia, as basically a Shia not just organization but party. Here it is engaging in these kinds of activities that obviously run completely counter to what any kind of religious party ought to be associated with.
Of course. Now, do you notice a difference in approach? These are obviously new sanctions from the Trump administration, but is there a difference of approach here or a continuation of our previous policy?
It's a really interesting question, because designations are in fact something that the Obama administration did through the Treasury Department as well. I think this is more of a continuity than it is a change, but what you see is it's probably being ratcheted up. It's not new for us to go after Hezbollah and some of their operations within Latin America. It is new to be doing more in West Africa, where they've also become more active. So
is that kind of what the Trump administration has become known for, though, early on in this first year, of taking policies that may have been in place? I'm talking specifically with foreign policy in the Middle East, and of ratcheting up those policies, being more aggressive than their predecessors?
I do think that's a good way to describe it. Though I think the administration oftentimes wants to present this as a dramatic change, in many cases they're using the same means, but they're applying them differently. You've certainly seen it militarily, where local military commanders were given much more leeway in terms of being able to make decisions on their own. Oversight was much less from Washington than it is now. I think here you're seeing, okay, here's the tools that the last administration used, and frankly, quite effective in it. But we're going to actually take them to the next level.
And it's worked, right? I mean, to be fair to the current administration, it's worked. I mean, it's worked maybe with regard to ISIS, for example. Some people, the criticism of the Trump approach on ISIS say, well, that's what President Obama was doing. But the results have come more...
They come more quickly.
Yeah, exactly. They've come more quickly under the Trump administration because of those changes. So that's a fair...
I think we can say... Look, I think certainly on ISIS we can say that. I think on Iran and Hezbollah, the jury's out. We haven't seen much change in their behaviors. In fact, we've seen them extend their position within Syria. The Iranian position today is stronger in Syria than it was a year ago. So putting pressure on Iran is one thing. Coming up with ways to counter it is something else. We've seen the administration describe how it's going to counter what it calls malign activities of Iran, and that's the right objective. The question is, are we seeing the kind of actions that are actually going to produce results? And we haven't seen that yet.
Jury's still out on that part. Okay,
Right.
Ambassador Ross, good discussion. Terrific to see you today. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.